magnets, and actually, even if bullets go through it, it can still conduct electricity. It's much like a piece of paper, and actually, here's a picture of that. It's just like a wafer. It's almost the thickness of aluminum foil. It's a little bit stronger than that, but it's a very, very durable material, and it's very conductive for electricity. Using this background info, we can actually explore the effects on today's society of what's been going on with some of the solar panels of today. The solar panels have definitely impacted society, and they've changed a lot of things through this study of photovoltaics and through lots of different technological advances in today's world. We started off with water heating. That was the big thing in the beginning, is being able to heat your water, being able to heat your pools. As you can see, lots of the panels on top of people's houses, and it looks like there was lots of piping and tubing, and it was actually pushing the water through and heating it up and then transferring it through these pipes. They then moved on to construction, and it's kind of odd to say construction because a lot of people are like, oh, maybe it's in the buildings, maybe it's in this, but it's actually the construction signs. As you see on the side of the road, that are lit up with LED lights. Most of those are actually generated by solar power panels on the top because they don't have any power or any electrical outlet to be able to plug those into. So they started putting solar panels on those to produce this electricity. We then move on to the low voltage simple circuits that are actually about the same time as construction signs came out. These low voltage simple circuits were made for basic lighting. You could hook up 6 light bulbs to it. It only had a charge of maybe 10 to 20 volts. It wasn't a strong current, it wasn't a really bright light, it wasn't anything that you could run a TV, a microwave, any high appliance off of. But it did work, and it did push enough power to give you a small, simple circuit. We then move on to the military camps. Military camps have always been pushing and always been one up on our everyday civilian society because they have the resources and they actually get first come, first serve kind of deal on this technology. And they've always been building and everything they can do. If they can run a ship off of it, if they can run just their radios, the battery pack radios off of them. And then we got into the nano solar technology of today, which is the bulletproof technology that they're actually running high-powered hospitals. It's almost insane the medical machinery that they can use with this type of power today. You take a step back away from the nano solar technology into residential housing. Residential housing is actually one of the biggest and most common things that we've heard of today with solar panels. It's the solar panels that are on people's houses, in people's yards. They're usually the size of a small billboard or maybe the size of a refrigerator in each panel. And 6 panels is conductive of a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house running at 75 degrees all year round. Then we get on to the different changes with the actual energy buyback period, which is what we've gotten into nowadays with a lot of the monopolies of the industry with electricity. They're not used to having so much power being built into the system, but now with people building this and not using all the power that they're using in their house, they actually get an energy kickback. So instead of paying an electric bill, you can actually get paid for your electric. As we move on, we get into the government-funded electrical solar panel electric processes. We actually have a big one going on in California. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. Arnold Schwarzenegger got it passed over there in California to help go green. They actually get a big stipend, and you also get a tax kickback if you're going green and you go ahead and you get solar panels in your housing, and it also helps you with your electric bill if you don't exceed your photovoltaic electric. So in closing, solar panels have been brought into today's society and making a big change with mankind and how we're actually moving into this new age of technology and alternative resources. And the biggest thing today is that electricity is coming from the sunlight. We're actually taking sunlight, we're actually being able to convert it into our own electricity, our own voltage. We're actually being able to store it in our own batteries like we've never been able to do in the past, and it's changing and revolutionizing the industry of electricity and photovoltaics. And I just want to ask you guys, one more time, if you had any chance, if you had any way to do it, would you keep paying an electric bill? Would you really want to keep paying these monopolistic companies? Would you want to have to pay them? Would you want to keep continually paying these inflated prices just because they can charge what they want? Or would you rather go ahead and step into the new age of technology, become one of those forefront runners of solar panel technology, and possibly get an energy kickback, maybe get a check at the end of each month, or maybe just get a kickback on your taxes? Because I know what I want to do. I definitely don't want to pay an electric bill for the rest of my life. I want them to pay me. Thank you for your time.